Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. To the wing on the left. From deep, Johnson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Outside Russell. To the left side wing. No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Out to Bridges. Booker against Gobert. Goes up on the wing. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass on the layup.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Paul against Russell. Edwards a screen on Paul. Outside Edwards. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Here's Bridges following the score by Minnesota. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Paul against Russell. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. From deep, Johnson. Prince grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Ball against Russell. Outside for Booker. Here's the 3. The shot won't fall. And Minnesota the other way with it now. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Towns for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Towns has got 5 points.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Just 5 to shoot to halt the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in a season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Edwards can't hit.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Minnesota now. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Oh, sweet move. Oh, a special move before that shot. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson.
Oh, man. Oh, my
He had the runway, and he let it rip.
Nice. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. To the inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
What an athletic play from Towns. Rising up over the defense to hammer in the alley-oop.
Russell against Paul. Left side Booker. Paul passes to Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Pass to Prince. Outside for Russell. Can't hit that one. Ayton with the defensive effort. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Prince. Lets the three fly. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Johnson. And stolen by Edwards. Outside for Russell. Now Towns. He's got 9. Pass to Gobert. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Towns with the ball. 4-3. Counted from distance. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 10-point game. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, BA, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Towns. There's 37 seconds left in the second. The Suns shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Booker for 3, connecting there, but only 2 for 10 from the field.
Going to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker. You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Outside Edwards. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Paul passes to Booker. Over Edwards. Booker can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back with you shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's McLaughlin, pass to Noel. There's the drive, soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Sharic's shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Outside, Anderson. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Here's Shamet. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And he drops the first.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
90 seconds into the second half now. Pass to Reid. Outside, Anderson. Clock at 6. That free throw misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Shamet. Off target with the 3. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Noel. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Crowder with it. Here's Saric. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Sun ball.
Here's Shaman. Crowder outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lee. Up and in on the layup. Lee's gotten his first points in this one.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Reed, good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Shaman. Up top, Saric. Uncovered. And that one good.
The defense so concerned with Shaman and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Noel, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The three from Craig. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Noel from the arc. Knocks down the long Jay. Noel's got 5 now.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Saric shot is off. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Noel. 5 points in the game. And he's going for the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Crowder. Here's Shaman. Oh, and Reed with a block. In transition, here they come. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Reed brings the double to the paint. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to McDaniels. The three is up. And Craig pulls it down. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Shaman. Back to Crowder. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. He's got 6.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. Pass to Prince. Towns with the ball. 6 to shoot. Wide open. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Paul against Russell. A good look from Johnson. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Now here's Russell. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Paul finds Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Back to Ayton. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. And here's Russell. Back to Prince. From deep. Another miss by Minnesota. Ayton inside. Guarded by Russell. Takes a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Ball against Russell. Pass to Prince. Outside for Russell. From deep 3-point range. And Ayton pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Down low. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside for Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards outside. The Suns clear it. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open.
He was all alone on that one.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
For 3, Booker nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 9 points now in the second half. 56 seconds left to play in the 4th. Now Russell. Pass to Prince. Outside for Russell. Outside Edwards. On the take. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
For 3, Booker. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Here we go, 1-on-1. Paul passes to Booker. Oh, he buried the 3.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. What a performance.
to see these two monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Paul dishes to Booker. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Calls the play and Booker executes to perfection.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Paul finds Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Grant, that one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And here's Booker from the arc. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Morant scanning the floor. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got 7 points. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Man, showing some terrific range. He's got 10.
The consistency from range, that's something that Morant has worked on early, and it's made him unstoppable.
Paul passes to Booker. This one for 3. The shot misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant outside. From outside the arc. That shot is off. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Paul passes to Johnson. Morant against Paul. From deep, Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morant against Paul. And finished off by Morant.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Paul looking around. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Morant outside. .19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside for Jackson. Bain passes to Jackson. Over Johnson. Morant outside. Just 4 to shoot. The layup off target.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And so it's Devin Booker.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies defense team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix? You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack and fall strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Home in the paint. Jackson dishes to Morant. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Booker. He's guarded closely. Johnson, that's for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant with it. Now guarded by Booker. Outside, Bain. Out to Morant. Brooks outside. Carries it from 3-point range. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Morant finds Brooks. Out to Morant. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Johnson down low, guarded by Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Richard, safe to say you were a pretty good defender in your day. So tell me, who was the most difficult player you had to defend?
I've had to guard some of the best scorers in NBA history. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, but there is nobody like Kevin Durant. His height, his skill set. KD is probably the most unguardable player we've ever seen.
All Hall of Famers. Wow.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Paul outside. Now the pass to Ayton. Grizzlies with the rebound. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. He's got 16.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
It's Brooks on the wing. Bain against Booker. The drive by Bain. That one falls.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Morant against Paul, and it's Morant missing. Suns leading by 7. Johnson, the pass to Booker. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
And there's the feed to Adams. Ball outside to the left wing. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Payne against Paul. Booker with no one around. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. 27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Morant kicks to Bane. And the 3 off target. Bridges, right side. Johnson, a wide open look, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Good if it goes. And so it's Phoenix in control with
the score. The Grizzlies 21, the Suns 30.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Williams, also Green out there, and it's Conchar in at the 2-guard. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Shamet with it. Lee outside. Back to Shamet. Out to Saric. Takes the 3. The shot comes out.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win. And his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Outside Williams. Pass to Tillman. Over Saric. 2 on the clock. Here's Conchar. Lays it up off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Knocks it loose. Unloads from 13. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Ooh, I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Here's Conchar, covered by Lee. Changes up. Conchar, good. Conchar's got his second bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Shamet up top, defended by Jones. Outside, Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's Shamet missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Green, the pass to Conchar. It's Jones on the wing. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Suns leading by 3. And he drives in. Craig, good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
The previous play is under
be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Conchar. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Tillman. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Here's Paul. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. There's the dish to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. Green inside. He's against Bridges. Pass to Conchar. From deep three-point range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Ayton wide open. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Phoenix leading by 10. Bridges passes to Booker. Good. Booker's got 15 points.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Morant against Paul. Will it go? And Morant will lay it in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Paul outside. Bridges outside. Johnson from outside drains the three-pointer. 11 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Grant. Paul grabs the board. Paul's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Booker left side. Off target with his 3. It could go. And so it's Phoenix. 13 points up at the end of the period. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. No one near him. The offensive rebound. The shot, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. Bain drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Paul outside. Bridges outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Kicks it out to Booker. From past the arc. He can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Payne. Brooks finds Jackson. Morant outside. And another miss by Memphis. Suns leading by 12. Paul right side. In the corner, it's Bridges. That 3 off the mark. And the Grizzlies shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. And finished off by Morant.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Good chance here for Booker. A new 14 for the Suns. Six on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Out to Brooks. Back to Bain. The 3. Memphis the rebound. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Suns leading by 13. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Paul for 3. Not going to go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. There's the pass to Bain. It's up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bain's got 5 points now this quarter.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Suns.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker. Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Paul against Morant. Kicks it out to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And here is Paul. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like...
together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the one. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. This one for three. Sinks it from distance.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
Wall against Paul. For three, George. The Suns clear it.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Paul. Inside. Here's Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. Morris with it. It's George with the drive. Can't hit from in close. Paul against Wall. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Paul. Back to Johnson. From downtown. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Leonard on the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Ball against Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Outside Booker. Launches it. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, the definition of the quote sharpshooter. Booker showing great balance and accuracy for a young guy.
Wall, the pass to George. Takes the three. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Leonard. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Drills it from deep.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted. And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Now here's Johnson. Out to Bridges. Clock at 6. Ayton in the high post. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back for him in that same area.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bridges, right side. The kick out to Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
First team foul.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. George outside. Let's go with a three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, not only prolific from three, but efficient from three. Paul George, nicely done.
Outside Paul. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot by Johnson, no good. Leonard against Bridges. Got a hand on it.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
And that does it for the first quarter. Suns ahead. They're up by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. George with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Wall, the pass to George. Three-pointer. Tries again. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Wall, the pass to Zubac.
Well read defensively. That window closed so fast.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Outside Paul. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. For 3, George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 8.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Paul against Wall. The kick out to Johnson. Launches a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Nice shot by George.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Paul against Wall. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
The shake. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Wall against Paul. The 3 from Ayton. Buries it from 3. He has 7.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Wall, the pass to George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
He hits the second from the line. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. The kick out to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Morris. Leonard's got 8.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Paul against Wall. Pass to Booker. Ayton with a screen. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. George passes to Morris. That shot off. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as many as 14. Out left to the wing. Johnson finds Paul. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker from outside the arc. The Clippers grab the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Leonard for 3. Stolen by Ayton. Here's the break. And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. And it's Covington in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Jackson can't get it to go. The Suns leading. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. From outside, off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Crowder. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Suns lead by 11. Powell outside. On the clock. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns shooting a fantastic 57%. Pass to Shamet. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. No good. A bit long that time.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Powell's shot is off. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Out to Craig. There's the triple. Shamet, no good. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Kennard. On target from range. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. Boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
They get it back. The Clippers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. To the middle. Here's Covington. No good on the shot. Šarić with some nice D. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Powell outside. Batum outside. Pass to Jackson. Back to Batum. Jacks up with 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Crowder. He takes it in.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb at penetrating towards the cup.
Jackson outside. Batum in the post. Covered by Crowder. There's Jackson with the 3. Crowder grabs the miss.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Lee. The three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Jackson, an easy 2 on the layup.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Šarić. Fires from deep. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Covington with it. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Šarić with it. He's got 5. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Šarić has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Such a problem when Šarić is knocking down the 3. It helps space the floor for his teammates. You've got to guard him there.
And so it's Phoenix up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They're communicating. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Jay Crowder is out there with Dario Šarić. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then there's Damian Lee. And it's Craig in at the 3 spot. Crowder, that's good. And the Suns lead by 16. Well, the Clippers shooting a low 30% from the floor. George for 3, knocks down the triple.
Well, have yourself a night, Paul George. Everything working for him right now.
Well, Phoenix's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Pass to Lee. Now Šarić. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
George, good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's Shamet. The 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Šarić has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. It's hauled in by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. To the inside. Here's Morris. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Paul passes to Ayton. Outside Johnson. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. From the high post, and the jumper is good.
Well, the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul.
Outside Wall. Leonard outside. Puts up a three, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Left side Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And the Suns lead by 12. Up top Wall. He's guarded by Paul. The kick out to Wall. To George. Shoots over Booker. George's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Suns.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for DeAndre Ayton.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
George's shot is off. Now Booker. From deep. And Wall pulls it down. And here's Leonard. For three. He can't hit that time. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road.
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. Here we go. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Paul looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Johnson. From the arc. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. He can't hit that time. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Russell with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Ball against Russell. Ball passes to Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. No good with the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball against Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Towns is doubled. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That one off the back iron and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. Oh, trying for it. No good there. And Minnesota will come the other way. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way and taken away by Johnson. Booker left side. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Towns down low. Johnson on him. And Towns throws it down.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism there, getting off the floor to throw it down.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Paul. Bridges kicks to Paul. Booker with no one around. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on this squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Edwards.
2 minutes.
Back to Towns. Johnson with the block. Bridges passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. And he hits it to tie the game up.
That's a good decision right there to get Paul the ball. He made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now here's Paul. And Johnson now top of the key. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot from 15 feet away. And it's Ayton missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. The shot from 20 feet away. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here is Russell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the paint. Bridges with the steal. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. With 3. Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Russell. And stolen by Ayton. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. It's stolen by Gobert. From deep, Prince. The shot missing. That's a 2 from Paul, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns ahead, up by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert.
Phoenix foul.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities. Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Anthony Towns.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
Paul against Russell. Now here's Paul. D right on him. Johnson with a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Paul kicks to Johnson. Minnesota with the rebound. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. Out to Russell. Prince outside. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns for 3. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. The drive by Paul uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
The kick out to Towns. It's good. This game is all even. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Russell against Paul. Passes to Ayton. Booker outside. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here is Prince. Outside, Towns. That one drops for
Anthony Towns.
12 points for him.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Paul passes to Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Ayton trying to break free. Bridges misses. Minnesota in the lead. Towns for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Paul kicks to Ayton. 1:22 left to play in the first half. And it's good for 2. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Prince outside. Paul with the steal. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Prince. Bridges attacking. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And, guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second-chance opportunities just with effort.
Russell, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 5-point Suns lead.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. On the wing, Bridges. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
That'll do it for the first half. Phoenix ahead. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Torrey Craig. Jay Crowder out there with Sharp. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in at the 2 guard. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 8. Crowder with the steal. Shamet kicks to Lee. Outside Crowder. Pass to Craig. Clock is at 3. The 3. That shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. There's McDaniels. Finished off the break. McDaniels got the first field goal of the second half for the Timberwolves.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Shamet, the pass to Saric. And the layup falls. Saric has got the lead back up to 8 now for the Suns.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And there's the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. For Minnesota, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. First free throw is good.
Jalen Noel.
He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Shamet finds Sharge. And slam dunk by Sharge.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Sharge away from the basket.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Out to Sharge. Takes a three. And the Suns get it back. Lee passes to Craig. Back to Lee. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Timberwolves trail by 8. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And it's Shamet missing. So it's the Timberwolves now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Noel passes to McDaniels. To the inside. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Stolen away. Lee against Anderson. Sharge passes to Shamet. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range. Shamet's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Shamet. Guarded closely. Here's Noel. Covered by Sharge. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lee outside. Pass to Shamet. Out to Lee. Outside Crowder. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Minnesota ball. Substitution on the court.
Now, here is Russell. He gets it up. And that one released in time, but no good.
And Paul is known as a dogged defender, somebody who gets right up in the face of whoever he's on.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Kicks it out to Johnson. And good! He nails it. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now Russell. Outside Edwards. On deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. No good from Booker. The Timberwolves shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Edwards drawing the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Fires for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Johnson dishes to Booker. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And the Suns lead by 11. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
For three, Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Suns leading by 11. For three, Booker traps in the tray. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And it's Phoenix's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Paul with the ball. Booker outside. Clock at 6. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Pass to Gobert. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by the Suns.
The Suns have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And here's Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Inside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Ball outside. He kicks to Booker. Ball against Russell. Here's Bridges with plenty of space. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 14. Edwards, a screen on Paul. Outside, Edwards. Sinks the triple.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win for the Suns.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
4 on the shot clock. Another shot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. On the wing, Booker. Deep. He can't get that one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It was a
Sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And here's Memphis.
You know, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire. Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Paul, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Outside Morant. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams, and it's slammed in by Adams.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Outside Paul. And he buries his first look.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And then Morant with the dunk.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Paul against Morant. Outside Booker. Takes the three. Knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Outside Bane. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. For three, Booker. It's not going to go for him. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 6.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Up top, Paul, pounded by Morant. Unloads. And that one's long. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Suns trailing. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Fires the three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Morant against Paul. Outside Booker. From the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Outside Paul. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Jackson outside. Outside Morant, shot clock at 5. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got 17 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Over Adams. Aiden, no good. Memphis leading. And stolen by Paul. And now the Suns fast break. And stolen by Moran. Jackson outside. Now Moran. Drives to the hoop. And then Moran with the dunk.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Moran against Paul. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
And here's Brooks. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker for 3. Hits the trifecta. He's got 9.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
An open look for Booker. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. A minute 22 left in the first half. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable.
Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Moran against Paul. And that one's good. Moran. Moran's got 23 points.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Back to Bridges. Outside Johnson. Outside for Booker. And it's off from three-point range. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Morant. He's guarded by Paul. side Morant. And he'll draw the foul. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
At the line for two.
Game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still heaved.
And he can't get the first one.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And that's not going to go.
The score, your Suns, 20. The Grizzlies, 30.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
We've got Damian Lee, Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Dario Saric, and it's Crowder in at the four-man spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And it's the Suns with the ball. A 12-point game. Up top, Payne, defended by Jones. Crowder outside. Here's Lee. Crowder inside, working on Green. Lee misses. And the Grizzlies shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Outside for Green. Pass to Conchar. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Saric. He's got a clear path. Here's Shamet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
With that type of range and confidence, Landry Shamet's shooting is very important.
It's both from the stripe. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside Jones. Outside Williams. Pass to Clark. Outside Jones. Fires for three. Gets the three to fall. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
He buries it from three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Crowder, the pass to Payne. The Suns need to get off a shot. And it's Crowder missing. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Here's Conchar. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Jones against Payne. Pass Pass to Saric, and stolen by Williams. Jones with the ball. Williams up top. Here's Conchar. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Saric. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Payne drives. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Outside Jones. Pass to Williams. Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. Stolen by Payne. On the break. And he's going for the oop here. Crowder, the pass to Payne. Here's Shamet. And the layup is good off the glass. Shamet's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Jones in the post, defended by Payne. Here's Conchar. Sinks it from distance. Conchar's got 8.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Saric, a screen on Jones. Pass to Shamet. Here's Lee. 4-3. Conchar pulls it in. Outside, Green. And so it's Memphis, a sizable lead, 14 at the break. They just can't.
And please give a big round of applause for
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in it to 5, roaming the paint. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Adams against Aiden. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Bain. Outside for Brooks. Ooh, Aiden with the block.
Yeah, Aiden has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Booker for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Not just a knockdown shooter. He does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Left side, Moran. The 3 is up. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. The kick out to Johnson. Bridges down low, pounded by Moran. Bridges misses. Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Moran. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And Morant drops them both. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Moran against Paul. Pass to Booker. Johnson inside. Jackson on him. Johnson a screen on Bain. Booker for 3. That shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And here's Adams. Outside for Moran. Pass to Jackson. All sorts of time. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there, finds the open man.
Paul against Moran. Outside for Booker. There's the triple. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Phoenix ball.
And stolen by Bane. Ball against Morant. Outside Bane. Good. And the setup by Morant. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Morant with it. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Johnson. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Bridges. Outside Paul. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. On target from range.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
Now Morant. From deep. The shot that time not on target.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Paul hits them both. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Grizzlies.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
From deep, and Booker hits from deep.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And here's Morant. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance.
Let's meet the starters.
Now, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Out on the wings for them, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Zubac a screen on Paul. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. The drive by Paul. The Clippers grab the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Zubac kicks to Wall. Can't connect from short range.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. And look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Now Johnson. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Booker. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Monty Williams. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep. So we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Powell, the pass to Leonard. Back to Powell. Leonard sets a screen for Powell. The Clippers keep it alive. Can they get it? Wall's shot is off. Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bridges finds Paul. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Phoenix with the ball. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. In the corner, Powell with it. Outside, Wall. It's George on the wing. Defended by Bridges. A nice shot by George.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Now, here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Johnson. Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Leonard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City. They've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now Paul. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Johnson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Phoenix. All with it. Bridges covering. George against Paul. And George with the stuff.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Paul outside. To the paint. Ayton kicks to Johnson. Ayton a screen on Leonard. Here's Johnson. And Ayton throws it down.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Wall dishes to George. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. That's right, Suns.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The Suns need to get a shot off. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Booker looking around. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
Clippers trail by 8. Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, George. Over to the wing. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
McHale's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at McHale's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
The pass to Paul. Powell with the steal. Right side, Wall. Johnson with the block. And they get it back. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ball against Paul. Feeds it to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Wall passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
First half, 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Johnson. Leonard with the steal. It's Powell with the drive. And Leonard has it in the corner. Wall looking for an opening. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Johnson. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. He feeds it to Ayton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
The coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Zubac kicks to Wall. And it's off from 3-point range. Phoenix leading by 7. And it's Paul penetrating. Kicks it out to Booker. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Wall passes to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Going inside, Shaman kicks to Saric. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Wall. Leonard on the wing. In the corner, George with it. A crossover, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handle.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The Clippers, 19.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Wall. So for the Clippers right now, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Wall and Powell are the guard set, and it's George in at the 3.
For the Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr., Robert Covington, Terrence Mann.
Covington down low, working on Lee. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Suns leading by 3. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. If they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
Now, here's Shannon, covered by Wall. No problems knocking that one down. And the Suns lead by 4.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And Wall kicks to Covington. A 3. Here's Mann. Craig defending. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Mann. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. Craig passes to Crowder. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. The kick out to Wall. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Craig. The second effort. And he lays it up and in. Craig's got 5 points now this quarter.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Good D by Lee. Suns leading by 6. Out to Sharge. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Beyond the arc. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shamet up top, covered by Wall. And a wide open look for Lee. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. .146 left in the third. And here is Shamet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Sharge. And slam dunk by Sharge.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
1:12 left to play in the third. And Wall kicks to Powell. On the wing, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Here's Shamet. The kick out to Crowder. Fires from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
He gets it in there.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Lee against Powell. The kick out to Crowder. A 3-ball. And they recover it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Shamet. Covered by Wall. The shot by Sharch. No good. Outside, Wall. Passes it to Morris. With the drive. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Phoenix. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. It's more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Coming onto the floor.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. She's out there for Phoenix. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked to the team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Ball outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the middle. On the wing, Bridges. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off target from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
George finds Powell. Back to George. Second chance shot and an intentional foul right there.
Booker. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Zubac, a screen on Johnson. And it's Leonard missing. Suns leading by 3. Ball passes to Bridges. Tipped away. It's stolen by Wall. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got 4 rebounds in this game. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Plenty of space. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Fluid shooting motion. Devin Booker. So effortless.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wall dishes to George. Back to Wall. It's tipped. Down low. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Paul George.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play is under review.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
These players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Paul passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Clippers trail by 5. Leonard sets a screen for George. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Ball against Paul. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. Ball against Wall. Fires from the line. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Bridges got his first points of the game. Leonard looking over the floor. George with the ball. George sets a screen for Leonard. Back to George. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball against Ball. Kicks it out to Johnson. The three-pointer, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here.
Yep, and a chance for Kawhi Leonard to step up and make a big impact here. We all know he can deliver. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul passes to Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To take the lead.
Well, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,